Summary of the poem Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson. Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson is a poignant and ironic poem that explores the contrast between external appearances and internal realities. The poem presents the life of Richard Cory, a man admired by the townspeople for his wealth, elegance, and seemingly perfect life. The speaker, representing the collective voice of the townspeople, describes how they viewed Cory as an ideal figure, someone richer than a king and admirably schooled in every grace. Cory is portrayed as a man of sophistication, charm, and humility, despite his high social standing. However, the shocking ending of the poem, in which Cory unexpectedly takes his own life, reveals a deep underlying sadness. This abrupt conclusion highlights the central theme of the poem, the deceptive nature of appearances. The townspeople, who envy Cory's life and imagine him to be completely happy, are unaware of his internal struggles. This serves as a powerful reminder that wealth and status do not guarantee happiness or emotional fulfillment. The poem also speaks to the sense of disillusionment experienced by the working-class townspeople. They admire Cory, yearning for his lifestyle while they continue to toil in their difficult lives, cursing the bread and waiting for the light. This creates a stark contrast between Cory's outward appearance of success and the hidden despair that ultimately leads to his tragic end. The townspeople's envy of Cory, rooted in materialism and superficial success, is ironic because it overlooks the personal suffering that Cory endures. Structurally, the poem consists of 4 quatrains, 4-line stanzas, with a consistent ABAB rhyme scheme, which lends a musical, almost sing-song quality to the narrative. This regular rhyme and rhythm, however, contrasts with the dark twist at the end, creating a jarring effect. The meter of the poem is iambic pentameter, which means each line typically contains 5 feet of alternating unstressed and stressed syllables. This steady and formal rhythm mirrors the seemingly smooth and orderly life of Richard Cory, while the content of the poem subtly builds up to its shocking climax. The use of irony is central to the poem's theme. The admiration and envy the townspeople express for Richard Cory is undercut by the revelation of his suicide, suggesting that their assumptions about his happiness and success were misguided. The poem forces the reader to reconsider their perceptions of wealth and the idea that external appearances can never fully capture the complexities of a person's inner life. In conclusion, Richard Cory is a meditation on the dangers of envy and the misconceptions people have about wealth and happiness. Through its simple but structured form, steady meter, and stark irony, the poem delivers a powerful commentary on the human condition, reminding readers that outward success can hide deep, personal sorrow.
Line-by-line explanation of the poem Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson.
Whenever Richard Cory went downtown. This opening line introduces Richard Cory, a man who occasionally visits the town. His movements are noticed by the townspeople, indicating that he is someone of significance, someone whose presence draws attention. We people on the pavement looked at him. The townspeople, referred to as we, stand on the pavement, implying their lower social status. There is a clear separation between them and Cory, highlighting class differences. Cory walks freely in the town, while the others observe him from afar, emphasizing that they live in different social worlds. He was a gentleman from soul to crown. Cory is described as a perfect gentleman, not just in appearance but in behavior as well. The phrase soul to crown means from head to toe, suggesting that every part of him exudes refinement and grace. He embodies what the townspeople consider to be the ideal qualities of a gentleman. Clean-favored and imperially slim. Cory's physical appearance is further highlighted. He is described as attractive and imperially slim, suggesting a regal or king-like bearing. The word imperially hints at nobility, enhancing the perception that Cory is above the ordinary townspeople in both appearance and stature. And he was always quietly arrayed. Despite his wealth and status, Cory dresses simply and modestly. His understated clothing reflects his humble nature, contrasting with the townspeople's expectation that a wealthy man would flaunt his riches. This modesty adds to his charm and appeal. And he was always human when he talked. Cory's humility extends beyond his appearance. When he speaks, he is relatable and kind, interacting with people in a way that makes him seem approachable, despite his high status. His human nature emphasizes his down-to-earth personality, which makes him even more admired. But still he fluttered pulses when he said. Even though Cory is humble, his presence excites the townspeople. The phrase fluttered pulses suggests that he made people feel excited, nervous, or even infatuated when he spoke to them. His effect on others is powerful, showing the deep admiration they hold for him. Good morning, and he glittered when he walked. Cory's simple greeting of good morning has a profound impact on those around him. The word glittered suggests that he radiates brilliance, not only in appearance but also in the way he moves. His charisma and grace leave a lasting impression on the townspeople. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king. Cory's wealth is emphasized in this line, with the comparison to a king highlighting the vastness of his riches. The townspeople are in awe of his financial success, which sets him apart from the ordinary, hard-working people who struggle to make ends meet. And admirably schooled in every grace. Cory is not just wealthy, he is also highly educated and refined. He has mastered the social graces and is cultured in every way. This further elevates his status in the eyes of the townspeople, who see him as the epitome of perfection. In fine, we thought that he was everything. The townspeople idealize Cory, believing he has everything one could desire. In their eyes, he embodies the perfect life, with wealth, grace, and humility. They hold him in such high regard that they consider him the standard to which they aspire. To make us wish that we were in his place. The townspeople's admiration turns into envy. They wish they could trade places with Cory, assuming that his life is perfect. This line reveals their deep desire to escape their own difficult lives and live in the comfort and luxury they believe Cory enjoys. So on we worked and waited for the light. While Cory's life seems ideal, the townspeople continue with their daily struggles. They work hard, but their efforts feel unending, and they are waiting for some sort of breakthrough, symbolized by the light. This could represent hope for better days, success, or happiness. And went without the meat and cursed the bread. The townspeople face hardships, living in poverty and going without luxuries like meat. They curse the bread, reflecting their frustration with their simple, difficult lives. Their envy of Cory's wealth contrasts sharply with their own reality of deprivation. And Richard Cory, one calm summer night. The setting shifts to a quiet, peaceful evening, which contrasts with the shocking event that follows. The calmness of the night amplifies the unexpected nature of Cory's actions, as no one would anticipate what is about to happen. Went home and put a bullet through his head. In this final, tragic line, Cory commits suicide. The suddenness and violence of his death starkly contrast with the image of perfection that the townspeople had built around him. This shocking ending reveals that despite his wealth, status, and outward grace, Cory was deeply unhappy, highlighting the poem's central theme: appearances can be deceiving, and external success does not guarantee inner contentment.
About the poet. Edwin Arlington Robinson was born on December 22, 1869, in Head Tide, Maine, and became one of the most significant American poets of the early 20th century. His poetry often explored themes of personal despair, failure, and the complexities of human nature, reflecting his own struggles with poverty and unfulfilled ambitions. Robinson's early life was marked by personal losses, including the death of his father and two brothers, which deeply influenced his writing. His most notable works, including The Children of the Night, 1897, and The Man Against the Sky, 1916, present characters who grapple with inner conflicts and the harsh realities of life. Known for his traditional verse forms, Robinson's style contrasted with the modernist movements of his time. His poem Richard Cory exemplifies his ability to capture the tragic irony of human existence. Robinson won 3 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry, securing his place as a revered literary figure.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.